All right, we got off on the wrong foot. I'm going to try to make magic make sense one more time. I might not stop. I might make more videos. But Neo, you need to wake up. So here we go. They've done tests, quantum physics. So science, let's keep it simple. Science has proven, right, that in the quantum realm, so we can affect energy. We affect the energetic makeup of reality when we start to take notice, right? Like these things, reality shifts with our perception in the vicinity of reality, of this energy. So we shape reality. This is science. Okay. Where does that take place? Where does your perception take place? Your mind. I'm about to give y'all a couple more. Your gut instinct is something that we've all had. We've all had intuition. There's not one person on the planet who has not experienced intuition. I kid you not. Right? Deja vu, certain weird psychic phenomena, the fantastical things, right, that people want to call crazy. So many people have experienced. There is not one person who has not experienced a gut instinct. There is not one person who has not experienced a thought process that took place in their heart. And then there's not one person who has not overridden the heart and the gut with their mind and how they see things and want to see things. Huh? Okay, so if you can affect reality on a quantum scale on some level, we're all playing this part. We're all co-creators. We're all creating this reality. Check it out, though. If this is in theory, theoretically, in accordance to scripture in the Bible, there's an evil antagonist, a spirit, right, that is running the show. It has permission to do this, right? We're being tested. It has permission to do this, bro. Go to the book of Job and you will see that the devil asked permission. Every time he was antagonizing Job, he got permission. The devil is a worker of heaven, honestly, if we really want to get deeper with it. But I don't condone what it does. I'm not supposed to. But it is designed to be this way. Moving past all of that. If there is an antagonist that has this information and have people in charge of information like media outlets, movies, radios, things of that nature, you know, gave you language, gave you word, put you in their schools, taught you the definitions, gave you the narrative, the images, everything you've been taught has been given. And if it's been given by the enemy, how can you fully trust it? So you have to get facts from science, psychology, how certain psychological and physical things that can happen to a body in terms of trauma, it can shift your genetic code. It can change your DNA. It can shift your brain. Schizophrenics have splits in their brains. You know, serial killers have enlarged areas. They're more aggressive in certain parts of the brain. The brain changes shape. So like you can see how depending on your chemical makeup, which can be altered through your diet, through what you're ingesting, through your eyes and your ears, through your life experiences, depending on your chemical makeup, you can actually be shifted into something of a spiritual nature that is dark, right? Now, if you have that information as the enemy, you can program people to become in your likeness. You see? So when people question if magic is real, it's like, I'm trying to make this make sense because I know I see what's going on. When you have devices that emit certain frequencies like phones, images that shift, that it shapes your perception. So as it shapes your perception, you behave a certain way. It becomes your character and it becomes your genetics. Literally. So if you can control what a person is thinking on some level, you're controlling how they behave. If you can control what they're eating, what they're giving us, you're controlling our energy. You're controlling our brain because it's affecting our minds, but it's also affecting our bodies. We feel it. You're in low vibration, bro. And from a spiritual context, if you're open to all of this negative energy and this demonic imagery and you're unhealthy, it makes you more susceptible towards the slow regression and possession of a darker spirit, which is really just you. It becomes you. It literally puts you on like a meat suit. You're still doing everything, but you're not in control, really, because you're spiritually blind. It's a slow deterioration, bro. It's a slow series of yeses and nos. No to righteousness, yes to justifying doing darker deeds, bro. And it becomes you, bro. In theory, this could actually be happening. We could actually be experiencing spiritual warfare on a large scale. And you can really see that with a lot of the demonic imagery and just what's going on in the world and everything else. You can actually kind of see it. You can see it in, the biblical killing of Jesus and a lot of other prophets and martyrs. You can see it in today's society. People who try to speak out, even back in the day, not too long ago, Martin, Malcolm, JFK, a lot of people got killed. Abraham Lincoln got whacked. Like, all of the people, and there were other people that died during the time of Martin Luther King marching for civil rights. People were getting killed for civil rights movements all over the place. And it's just like, it's so many people have died for righteousness. It's just a part of the world, and y'all can see it, but y'all still blind. There's a reason that good people, even XXX Tentacion, like, he was really enlightened. He really was a brilliant soul. And they took him out, bro. This is no question, bro. Like, it's certain things that y'all literally don't have to question. I know I'll say I'm the CEO of Perception. I'm here to ask a different question. It's certain things you don't have to question when you see what's going on, because And you got to really start to question, dang, why do they take out the light every time one shines? Why is there so much darkness? Could there be some truth in scriptures? Could there be a deeper agenda? I mean, if you really look at life, same actors, different movies, different roles. It's all distractions. Video games, newer phone. They advertising the new iPhone, right? New TV show, same series, different season, same the same political campaigns, president every 4 to 8 years, same wars, different countries, war. Beefing over religions, beefing over material, gain, power. It's a game of power. When you become so wealthy, they say that people try to chase power, and you can see that with how they control the masses, right? Why the number is so small of people in control. When you start to see all of this, like money is an illusion. We create the definition behind money. Before, money was the barter system, so we agreed to change it to money because that was more conducive towards a balance, towards an actual scale of control. You know what I'm saying? When you really look at it. And then when you can actually change the value of money, and it's really just a piece of paper, and you can make more, and just so much to it. It's literally so much to it. But when you start looking into it, you like, okay, so everything's an illusion. You could, in theory, conclude like, well, wow, we create we define things as a planet. They trick us into these belief systems, including the law. It's just a piece of paper. It's something in your mind. Yes, there are physical repercussions, but what really keeps you in check is the literature. It's what you know. And we empower papers. We empower all of this stuff that is false and phony and fake and a control, systemic oppression device to keep you blind, and a lot of it's largely evil. If you look at life as a whole, what is the point? You can vacation wherever you want, but at the end of the day, you can still find weed at the hotel, no matter what country you in, what resort you in. Somebody selling weed, somebody selling drugs, a liquor store, different water point of view, different mountain. But what are we really doing on Earth? You got to really start asking these questions. Life starts to look weird when you go down the rabbit hole, bro. So, am I saying that magic is real? I have come to know that magic is real. It's a real thing. The spiritual realm is a real thing. I just want y'all to look at the actual facts. Like, the actual facts. I mean, if you look at the power of word, and they got the rice experiment. When you talk negative to rice and talk positive to it, over time, one rice becomes black and moldy and death-like. The other rice stays good if you talk good to it. I believe it's the same thing with a plant as well. And you can see the power of word. In the beginning was the word. The word was good, and it was with God. It's power. There's power in words. And what words are they giving you and feeding you? What type of imagery are they feeding you? And what type of power does it have? I mean, it makes sense to start asking these questions when you got scientific data that backs it up. It's not just about spirit. Take God and the devil out of it. Let's look at what they do with the information I gave you that is actually real. You can see that there's still not a good, it can't be really geared towards good and equality. You know what I mean? It's not really geared towards solution. It's geared towards more problems with fake solutions that keep more problems coming and more solutions coming. It keeps you on the wheel. Look at it. I'm gone.